Have you ever wondered if your watch could survive an Arctic storm? Probably not, but I've decided to test my watches sitting outside in the cold in about minus 25 degrees for 12 hours, and here's how it went. Real quick, guys, if you haven't entered last week's giveaway for a chance to win a watch poster of your choice, make sure you enter for a chance to win. The instructions are actually on the video in the link in the description, so make sure you check that out. And otherwise, we'll move on to the video. What's up, guys? Hope you guys have all been well and staying safe. Welcome back to another video. So in today's episode, we are going to be testing some cold weather conditions on some of my watches. What I've decided to do is take watches from different tiers of price ranges. We've got something in the more cheap range, like the Casio DW5600BB, something a little bit more expensive being the Seiko SKX, something a little more expensive than that, the Seiko Alpinist, and then sort of entering into the entry-level luxury with a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The conditions are all the watches have to be fully wound or new battery. For the Casio, they have to be sitting face down and all tucked in underneath some of the snow. Today's about it's approaching minus 20, minus 26-ish with the wind chill. Temperatures are supposed to be increasing slightly throughout the day, but they are supposed to be dipping as we enter towards late afternoon. So it's around 8 a.m. We're going to head outside and we're going to set these watches in the snow, and we're going to check on them every 2 to 3 hours. And when the watch either stops or the sweep has slowed down to a point where I know it's going to stop very, very soon, we're going to consider that watch a loser. And then the watches that have maintained the integrity of their original sweeping speed, that's going to be nominated as the winner. So we're going to head outside and we're going to set the watches in the snow. There's a bunch of birds flying around. It should be able to hear me okay. All right, so we're going to place these watches face down. Sorry, face up, we'll say. They're all fully wound. It's about minus 20 degrees, about minus 26, I think, with the wind chill. But we're going to toss them here, check up on them every 2 hours. And yeah, if they stop, they're eliminated, obviously. So let's get going. DW5600. There we go. We're going to all tuck them into the snow too. There's the SKX. Alpinist. There we go. And there's the Oyster Perpetual. There we go. So they're all sort of submerged in the snow. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in about 2 hours. Okay, so it's been approximately, let's take a look there. It's been about 2 hours going on 3 here. So we're going to take a look at these one by one and we're going to see what's going on. So first we got the Casio. It's running fine. It's probably hard for you guys to see because there's so much glare out here, but yeah, no problem, that's running. The SKX is running, no problem. The SKX is still running, no problem. There we go. That's good to go. The Alpinist is a similar story. Shake the snow off. That one's running just fine. And the Oyster Perpetual so far as well is running no problems. All right. Okay, so we're going to come back in another 2-3 hours and we're going to see what's what. All right, so we're back another 2-3 hours from the last time. Temperatures have come up about like 5 degrees, but we're just going to check on it and we'll see what's what. Try not to drop the camera into the actual snow this time. So the DW, probably hard to tell because it's like frozen. The digital dial is starting to sort of tick a little bit slowly. Like you can sort of see the numbers. Not even sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but the numbers are sort of more staggered as they're swapping over. So this one's probably going to stop at some point soon. SKX, we'll dig this one out. Uh-oh, this one's starting to tick real slow. Yeah, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but it's sort of like a bit more like a jagged and staggered tick. So keep an eye on this one for the next time. Try and dig out the Alpinist here. Yeah, again, some slow ticking on this one. it's usually way smoother than this. So yeah, this one's definitely taking a lot more jagged. It's starting to warm up a little bit already as I pull out of the snow. And the final one, my hand is freezing, but it's the Rolex. Seems to still be ticking. Oh, actually, this is actually pretty slow, and I got some ice forming on the crystal, so it's a little hard to tell. It's ticking a little slower than normal. It's a bit less smooth on the sweep. So yeah, for now it seems pretty tied. We're gonna dig them back into the snow, try not to get my hands to freeze too much. So there they are, dug back in, and we're gonna come back in about probably another 3-4 hours, and that'll be our last test. And I'm assuming one of them is gonna have stopped by then, and I'll be able to rank a winner and a loser. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours. All right, so we're coming up on about the 8 to 9 hour mark. It's been pretty cold all day, just a little bit of temperature increase up around noon, but this is the last checkup. So after this, we're done. We're gonna decide the winner right here. So the DW5600 is coming up first. I hope you can see that. Ignore the crows, by the way, they're being really annoying. But still ticking away. Seems okay to me. SKX is next. Still going. Slow, but it's still going. That one did not too bad. Alpinist. Oh, that one's slow. It's all frozen on the crystal too. And the Rolex, just barely ticking there. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Every single watch survived. Now, which one did the best? I'd probably say obviously the Casio, and then the Alpinist seemed like it had, sorry, the SKX seemed like it had the smoothest sweep after all was said and done. The Rolex and the Alpinist actually slowed down the most, in my opinion, just from knowing how smooth the sweep normally is. So I'm gonna have to declare the SKX and the DW5600 BB the winner, and the losers are going to be the Alpinist and the Oyster Perpetual. So with that, back to the studio. Well, there you have it, guys. We have the winners and the losers. The watches are actually sitting on my desk right now. They're just slowly thawing and warming up. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe down below. Let me know what you thought of this test, and if you would ever test your watches in cold weather like I did. And otherwise, until next time, stay safe.